I have been making the finals content ever since open beta, and over the last year I've been noticing some bizarre patterns with both big and small the finals YouTubers. YouTube might just be screwing us over, regardless if you yourself are a content creator or just a viewer who wants the game to thrive and have a healthy content scene. Why are there no extremely big the finals specific YouTubers, even though the game itself is decently successful? Where did so many creators vanish? And how many more ads will YouTube try to push down my throat? Yes, believe it or not, this has something to do with everything. Anyway, in today's deep dive we will answer all of these questions, as well as look at the current trends and issues with the finals YouTube scene. But before we begin, I just want to show you these two generic video thumbnails, and I'm sure you've seen many similar ones. Now, go in the comments and tell me which one do you think will get more clicks and views, as I'm making a statistic in case I do a follow-up. Also, remember them, cause by the end of the video you'll hopefully understand the whole picture. And finally, while you're at it, please subscribe, as I've worked a ridiculous amount of time on this. I actually kinda put my whole channel success on a thin line for months in order to conduct a couple of experiments, and I'll be sharing both data and my personal experience. I appreciate all the support, and if you want a follow-up you know what to do. Now, let's get into our first topic, the creators. While the finals YouTube scene may feel rather alive right now, with Moist Critical regularly uploading gameplay vids on his second channel, and even XQC chiming in recently, those are not the finals specific creators, and they have really huge audiences that would watch them regardless of what they play. I've been noticing something going on with the OG the finals YouTubers, the ones that first introduced me at least to this game back in the beta and season 1. I feel like I've been seeing less and less of them lately, and that's kinda weird considering there's been a lot of new eyes on the game lately, with all the exposure I covered in my last video and of course season 8. Yet a lot of these creators have just been less active this year, and I may know at least one reason for that. Anyway, there were big news in March of this year, when YouTube implemented new changes regarding the midroll ads on long-form content. I'ma leave a couple of articles in the description, but many creators have reported drastically cut incomes, which is very bad. In short terms, they implemented an automated system to decide where to place ads in your videos. Even if you disable that and place the ad spots yourself, the AI may still decide to disable them for whatever reason. I'm sure you know darn well how badly YouTube's automated systems work, where people are getting constantly demonetized for no reason. And by the way, the AI apparently tries to find quote-unquote slower moments or quieter spots in the video to place ads. But what if you don't really have spots like that, in a montage style video perhaps, where there's constantly edits and movement on the screen? Then you're just getting extra punished. Gaming content in general is taking a huge hit from this. So how do you combat half of your ad spots being flagged as unusable? Do you just place more? Yeah, I think this may have something to do with the whole YouTube experience as of lately. And the thing is, to what point can you really blame the creators? They're just trying to make a living, and in contrast, what if the AI itself places way too many ad spots and people just click off your video and it ruins your stats? I just wanna mention that while I myself don't have 1,000 subs yet, I'm saying yet cause hopefully we can change it by the end of the video, but while I can't place ad spots myself anyway, my channel stats absolutely tanked a bit after those changes got implemented. Coincidence? I think not. So the less views your video gets, the less income it generates. And this is where I think we've answered our first question. As far as I know, there are only a handful of the finals creators that have officially went full-time, and considering the size of what's regarded as a big the finals channel, I doubt there is that much money to be made anyway, and perhaps this is why no huge YouTubers have switched their content over to the finals. Just last year, a big YouTuber named Otter made a video about how he can't afford to live based on the money he made from the finals videos. It just doesn't make as much income as other games do. We're still in a small niche though, and hopefully with the content creator program, we'll see more of a financial incentive to make the finals content in the future. And by the way, if any creators are watching this, I would love if you can reach out to me and share your experience. Another huge problem that's just on the rise right now may be the recent age verification changes in the UK. Apparently they are censoring quote-unquote explicit songs, which as somebody who is into metal and mildly rap, is basically half of my music taste. So you could kinda make the same argument about YouTube videos as well. What's stopping them from restricting this video cause I swore a couple of times? I mean, what's the difference really? This could really end the careers of so many content creators. And you may be saying, this is just for the UK. Brother, if the UK did it, it may be a matter of time for a whole bunch of other countries and the European Union to also do it. And I'm from there, so I'm a bit screwed as well. Just what the fuck is happening with the internet in general this year? So anyway, if YouTube itself is harder to work with, the algorithm starts playing a whole different game. Right now, YouTube is getting flooded with so much slop and low quality content, it's actually insane. You really gotta make your video stand out in some way if you want it to get picked up by the algorithm. And this brings us to another huge issue. Let's come back to the finals. Do you remember the two thumbnails I showed you in the intro? I asked you which one is gonna get more clicks, and chances are it's gonna be the negative drama baiting one. Actually, it's scientifically proven it's gonna be that one. Cause we are more attracted to clicking on drama. We're way more likely to react to negative stuff. And we are seeing more drama baiting on YouTube than ever right now. I'm talking in general. Remember when Season 3 launched and they replaced Ranked with Terminal Attack? More like Terminal Illness. This was a very controversial time for the finals, and my feeds were full, and I mean absolutely full, of videos titled "The Finals is Dying", and the same generic thumbnails like the one I made just to prove a point. And more often than not, what was said in those videos was positive. Yet the creators had to use these thumbnails just to get noticed by the algorithm. This has given the finals such negative reputation. Like genuinely. People who are not actively in the community are getting served videos like this in their homepage, and they think the game is actually dying, when it's still here and even growing right now. But again, to what point exactly can you blame the creators? They are just trying to get views and achieve their dream of becoming YouTubers. I think the algorithm is what's to blame for killing the positivity around the finals. Recently, I did an experiment and used a more negative and suggestive thumbnail, and the video did well. It's my first video doing well in months. One comment even called me out for it. Good job, bro. By the way, one flex I can make is that during Season 3 I was one of the only people who actually tried to use positive titles and thumbnails and still did really well. But anyway, the YouTube algorithm is a wild and unpredictable thing. It doesn't just pick winners. It also changes what creators decide to make. And with this I want to pivot into what types of the finals content are the most popular, cause I've also seen big shifts here recently. Yes, I really did the research to find out which genres of the finals videos get the most views. And in first place, the best performing category, by far, is what I like to call the finals glazing videos. You know Moist Critical's recent video. It's become the most viewed the finals video in more than a year. But in general, those videos do extremely well for some reason. And even much of my content is essentially that. The finals players just love hearing their game being praised. And to be honest, I can't even hate, cause it's just the best game right now. Like it's facts. In second place was a huge surprise, with raw gameplays. But in general, Moist Critical's second channel and also XQC really do inflate the numbers of this category by a lot. Dudes are just more famous than the game itself. That being said, I've been watching a handful of creators that play FPS games in general, and whenever they upload the finals video, it doesn't seem to do worse than their other ones at all. Although this may be a case where their audience would watch them regardless of what they play. Anyway, in third place we got guides. And as I said, I'm surprised those placed lower than raw gameplays. Especially when there are a couple of YouTubers in particular that get extremely good views with guides. It makes sense though, people wanna improve at the game and learn to do fun and wacky things as well. And finally, in close 4th place we got news and commentary content. This is essentially slop, but I understand very well this type of content has a good purpose. People need to stay updated with recent events. For example, whenever new patch notes come out, I don't have the attention span to read them myself, so I need somebody else to do it for me. I'm not even being sarcastic with this one. Thank you for your service, Mr. Utopia. Anyway, these are essentially the most viewed types of the Finals content, but an honorable mention I wanna make is montage style videos. Those actually surprised me with how low they scored, considering I used to watch multiple creators who made them back in like season 1. I swear, those people's aim and movement is so satisfying. Anyway, when analyzing those categories, I also came to another interesting finding. Just like how in the player base there is a clear divide between casual and competitive players, there is also a big difference in the numbers between casual and comp-oriented content. My channel has multiple examples of this. Videos about comp get way less views than more casual-oriented ones, so I guess the Finals doesn't have that much of a competitive interest yet. Although I think this will soon change with the major. So at the end of the day, what conclusions can we make from all of this? Honestly, the main thing I can give you is that YouTube and the internet in general are going to shit right now. And I hate to be negative, but yeah, with the atrocious ads, the slop and the algorithm being on crack, and also all the drama farming in the community and everything going on in the world, we're in a very weird and negative place right now. You can just make a truly unique and good video and get punished for it. I mean, it's not even about being unique anymore, cause I tried to do unique the Finals content that nobody has ever done before, and it did so fucking poorly. So maybe just copy others at this point? I don't know, it's just sad and demotivating, and no surprise people are quitting. Bro, what if the meta in 2025 is actually to just get a job, like straight up? Yet here I am quitting mine to pursue my own projects cause I'm fucking delusional. But yeah, at this point it's up to all of us to deal with this, so I encourage you to like and leave comments not only on this video, but on all the Finals videos. Share your thoughts, encourage creators to make more positive content during controversies, and also tell them what content you wanna see. This is the only way YouTube would recommend the Finals content to more people, even outside of the game's community. So yeah, if we support all the Finals creators, maybe one day the scene will get big enough to where we don't have to drama farm just to get decent views, and the negative stigma around the game will disappear. Also, spread the word. There are people who still somehow don't know about this game, and at the moment it's in a very good place to maintain new players. We saw what happened after Charlie's video after all. Anyway, as always, drop a comment because I read and try to respond to all of them. Regardless if you're a creator or a viewer, I would love to know about your experience, and as I said, I might make a follow-up. Thank you for watching till here. I just wanna say that I mentioned and gave examples with a ton of other creators in this video, and I have them all linked in the description. Go subscribe and support them. I'm sorry this video took so long to release, but my friends dragged me on a random vacation, and that's the main reason for the delay. Also, for anyone who cares about my life, I mentioned that I'm quitting my job, and yes, it's actually happening quite soon. It's still a little early for me to share details, but y'all should stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, thank you so much for watching till the very end, and I'll see you next time. Peace.